Welcome to the end of the world. Don't panic. My name's Jasmine, a tour guide, your millennial fairy. I truly hope you're surviving the apocalypse out there, in here, or wherever in hell we are. There's a lot to talk about. There's no need to rush. It's really about sitting down, settling down, calming down. Can you feel your heart rate right now? Can you feel your beat? Like, is it fast? Is it calm? How does your heart feel right now? I would say that it's getting to you, that there's so much frenzy around that you're starting to feel a sense of, or a lack of control. So much so that your adrenaline's pumping and you're trying to figure out what's going on. I see scattered things. I see a desk full of paperwork. I feel like you're discovering and understanding that you came here to create, and you did. You created something, and now you're like really frustrated with what you have created. But I think there's another way to look at this. So let's see what the cards want to say about this catastrophic time we're in. This is a lot. People are struggling, and we have to find better ways to connect and care for each other. So let's see. Show me person. Thank you. All right. So you're showing up as the Magician in reverse. This is telling me you feel blocked, you feel restricted, you feel like you can't move forward in the ways that you want to. You have creative ideas, you have inventions, you have some sort of vision that you see ahead, but you feel like there's no way of obtaining it, that you're not capable. Maybe you don't feel good enough. Maybe you even feel like doing something underhanded. Maybe there's just some smoke. And I see that you sent out a request. And I'm hearing, did you get the request, or did you get the call? Like, did you hear the signal? So some entity or God or your guides or your ancestors, something, your higher self, has signaled you to something you haven't found, you haven't seen clearly. So what is it that you're not, what's going on around you? I don't do tarot to rush and give you what you want right now. Tarot is a really beautiful way to just kind of find another path on the journey. You don't have to be so antsy and worked up. Not saying you are, just letting you know there's many layers to this. So around you, you're feeling a lack of love. Your cup is not full. Actually, your cup is empty. So your environment is not speaking to your soul, it's not speaking to your heart, and there's the frustration. That's why it's not coming in. You're not feeling fulfilled. This is definitely work, but it could even be home. Like, I'm seeing your living room, I'm seeing your workspace. It's like you want this whole new experience, because you literally have number one, because I also pulled this before I turned on the camera. This is number one, the Ace of Chalices. So you literally have that twice. It's very interesting. Ace of Cups. Okay. It says, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. Indeed, the water I give them will become in them a spring of water, welling up to eternal life. Around you, you've identified things have not So something's, the dramatic way to say this is somebody lied, but let's calm down. What I see is you were told something. So I'm seeing a boss, I'm seeing a promise, I'm seeing like an offer, and you're now identifying that you don't trust this person or this environment, and you're questioning why you're pretending that you're not upset about it. So I also am seeing like something about a week, okay? So maybe like this is all gonna happen in about a week's time. You got another new beginning, you got another number one, you got two beginnings here, one's solid, one's emotional. So it's like you're letting go of something that you have in order to obtain something that you maybe can't show someone, but you can feel it. So this could be a demotion. You could be losing finances. You could be accepting less stuff like subscriptions, or the accountability. You're accountable for things in the tangible world. So you have stuff, clutter, things, but you're filling your energy space. You're trying to discover how you can find a way to fill your energy with things that you love, things that are more emotionally sparked, things that truly trigger an emotional response. So you have not been satisfied in what you have built, but you're holding on to it at the same time. So this is like a situation where you're acting in survival. So that's why we were talking about the heart rate, because you're acting in a subconscious way, and I believe your conscious mind is waking up to that. You're consciously understanding what your sabotage is, what your subconscious is doing. You're gaining back your power. Why is that? Well, the Queen of Wands is at the bottom here, and then building under that. So you're trying to build something new, innovative, and more fulfilling to your pursuits, your pleasures, your passions, things that you want to create, a business, ideas around things that, like, how do I say that? You're seeing yourself in a world, and you're like almost experiencing it as a dream, and the dream is becoming more tangible, more fluid. It's flowing more into the material world. So even though it's not quite proof yet, you can't show someone what you are doing, you feel it and you're going that direction. Yeah, you look at that. Literally, she's freaking going in the direction of the call. Yes, you've been called. You see what I'm saying? You've been called, my child. Like something about, this is Jesus standing at the well with, what's her face? The Samaritan woman at the well. This is like, you're being asked to be a part of something, and you're accepting because it's calling to your heart. You're willing to do this thing because it calls to your heart. It may not produce much riches, but it calls to your heart. Like just how that flew out there, like that's all working together with others around things that you love. So this could be a group effort. Well, this is too much. I hope you're doing okay. I hope that you're surviving. I truly do. I really hope that you find gratitude and peace in this chaotic time. Find ways to develop resources and let go of things that don't matter. They may talk about it like it matters. They may pretend that it matters, but it doesn't matter. Some things don't matter. And we put a lot of emphasis on that. And I think that, yeah, that's what's been holding you back, is like, you're really worried about, the consequences of your actions, of moving towards this thing that you love. But I'm also seeing you're developing an understanding of what riches are, what it means to be rich, what it feels like to be rich. Rich isn't sitting in a big empty house with a lot of stuff. It's something else. You're really seeing that now. And you're worried that if you make this decision that you're going to develop some sort of bad karma, that you're doing something bad. You're not. Yeah, this is the people around you. This is like, so there's characters around you that are implanting. So there's, yeah. I see people in your environment using their wit and their intelligence to convince you to stay in a position because of how much the way you see things, the way you do things benefits them. Career, family, I'm not sure. But I do see like people all around you like, hey, they're chilling, like they're feeling good. And you're just sitting there like, is this almost over? Like, what the fuck? I want to go home. Like, you're just kind of like, this is stupid. And they're kind of like, no, we want you to stay and party. Get a drink. You're like at a work party. Get a drink. And they're all dancing and partying. And you're just like, why am I here? Am I in a dream? So you feel like you're in this daisy, dreamy experience because you're jumping timelines. That's what you're doing. So you were walking on a timeline here. That's what this is. And, well, kind of. So you're walking on this timeline and you somehow wished and hoped and manifested a dream. And it's so close to you, timelines. The timelines were like this before, and you've somehow merged these timelines to be very close. And it's so close you can almost like reach through your dream and touch it. You're creating this. This is like the person that's like, I'm not an artist. I'm not creative. I don't do anything artsy. I don't know how to make crafts. I can't draw. But you're wrong. You're creating all the time. Like a fly on the wall. Your higher self has a plan. I think this is 22. I'm really bad with Roman numerals. 2-2. 22nd. Something about the 22nd. Creating something on the 22nd. Something you see, your vision. Got 2 10s here. You're fed up. You're done. You're done. You're over this. You're moving on. You're positioning yourself to not listen to the people around you that only pull you back into the party. You're trying to move forward. You're trying to establish a foundation. But I think that it's been so long for you emotionally to be settled into something safely that you don't trust it. So you're having these trust issues because of the lies. So while in your reality, your boss, somebody you call boss, in your reality, you may not literally call them boss, but you identify them as a boss. They're meaning like you can't make decisions without this person. You see a lie, and now following your heart seems like the wrong thing to do because you've been living the lie. but you feel it to be the truth. When you experience it, you know it to be the truth. But we hold on to concepts and beliefs like it's so dumb. It's so dumb how we do that. We're so indoctrinated. This is a beautiful card to get. This means you're going to have success. This means you're seeing the light. Oh, the light is guiding you forward. That's why, did you hear the call? Okay. Ring, ring, ring. Hello. Hey, it's your higher self. What's up? You know, I'm like pulling the strings. You can't see me, but keep following. You're like, okay, I got you. And you're like, and then they hang up and then the higher self disappears and you're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Did I even have that phone call? Did I even experience that thing, that synchronicity, that weird experience in my life? So you're having almost like this deja vu, or you're questioning your judgment. You're questioning the labels in society, what people are going to call you, what you think around that. That's why concepts are so important, and beliefs, values. They become a burden. Look at this. This is the Ten of Swords. All those blades in her body are representing like pain, excruciating mental pain, burnout. She is burnt out. You feel the tremendous weight and burnout of something. But I'm confident. I'm truly confident that this is more on the direction that you feel it and are confident enough to slow down enough. You have enough either wit, or sometimes you could just be at such a rock bottom that the only way forward is up. So anything seems better, which could be maybe you were pushed into the corner. That's what it is. So your higher self, whatever's guiding you, nudged you in a direction and it made you uncomfortable. It's like it pushed you into the corner or somewhere you didn't know you wanted to even be. And now you're like, I'd rather be anywhere but here. Even though you chose here, you're like, here's not working. So you've identified that. All right. So let's get some more context here. Grieving. 5 of emotions. What have you left behind? What are you trying to leave behind? A lot of times we want something. We set out, we want to go get this thing. We want to achieve this thing. And then we look back and we're like, well, what if I'm leaving this behind, or them behind, or him, her, he, she, bit? I think what you're experiencing in this push and pull energy is, while yes, you're grieving because you're going to let something go, you're going to leave it behind, you're going to have to mourn and go through a new journey and experience a new turmoil, experience a new conflict, potentially bad things, right? You're almost like unsure, so you don't know if you want to make this decision. But the release of control here can be so liberating and so rewarding, because while you're grieving something in the past, you're also gonna fill it with something that's more fulfilling. This cup energy here, it's gonna be so much more fulfilling when you bring in the manifestation, the tangible, true thing that you want to see, experience, materialize. Earth, air, fire, and water. Let's see. So let's see what you're working with. What is this thing? I mean, we've got the 2 of Cups underneath that. So let's see. What is this thing? I really want to get some. Yeah. Actually, let's get a little literal. Must be love on the brain. Keeps cursing my name. No matter what I do, I'm no good without you, and I can't get enough. Must be love on the brain. You know what? Rihanna's so dope. Just in case anybody didn't know. I just wanted to say that out loud. All right. What is it? What is it? What is it? What do you want to see happen? Actually, what part of you is holding yourself back? Competition. You got the athlete. And, all right, friend. What do I see here? With the athlete and the judge. So the athlete is someone who competes, someone who wants to win, someone who loves the competition of, look how great I can be. I can turn my body into this bodybuilder that can lift XYZ, or I can be the best basketball player. I can be the best CEO of congressman in the history of whatever. Something about your achievement, your belief around achieving success, and what other people think and see you and view you as. So this is a real important, critical brain altering that you're trying to do here, because the judge in reverse is two things. It's the people around you that you feel judged by if you stop so much competition mindset. You're almost like wanting to, okay, so you want to get out of the rat race. Who doesn't? But that's certainly what this means. You're like trying to find a different way to function that doesn't equate to slaving away your time, your body, your burnout, your energy, everything. Worrying about other people, but also critical of yourself. So I see you actually taking on the role of a bully of your childhood as an interject in your mind. So you're telling yourself that you can't do this thing, that you can't be successful because of the criticism or the judgment or the failures of the creative works of the past, the things that you've put effort into in the past. You're almost scared, like, of letting that go. What would that look like if I let this go? You know? All right. Sorry that I be excited for no reason. People think I'm weird, and I don't care. I just be happy, okay? My imagination is fun, and I just laugh, and me and my spirit team are good. Okay. In case you wanted to know. Flute. Disappointment in a friend or lover. Must be love on the brain. Keep cursing my name. So she says, cursing my name. It beats me black and blue, but it fucks me so good. Ladder. Climbing towards success. Hold on. Okay, look. Disappointment, and then ladder, climbing to success. What did we just talk about? So you thought you had a support system or someone on your side, and you're like, look, friend, I'm going up here. I'm doing this thing. You're climbing out of something. You're going somewhere. Ladders take you to another place, specifically usually somewhere higher. So you're trying to get on high ground. You're trying to get somewhere where you can observe a little bit more. You're too in it. That's why it's all cluttered. Remember I said there's all these papers. You got all this stuff is going on. You're just like trying to climb up this ladder and get to high ground and see over and ahead. But you're gonna have to accept that whoever this friend or lover is, they don't agree. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Like, I don't know. It's just fine. This is like, be a little bit selfish. Or a lot of it, especially if you're in burnout. When you're in burnout, it's critical time. Be selfish. It's a critical time to be selfish. When you feel burnout, the priority is to do whatever you need to do to get out of that. No one has the right to make us feel like we're so overworked. Someone you know is undependable and insecure. Feather. What did I say? So feather, I'm hearing be light as a feather and stiff as a board. So be firm, but be light in your movements. So create structure and order in what you're doing, but move lightly. Don't be so strict and rigid about how you move. Just like a feather. A feather just falls and it floats its way down. And I was also thinking about putting a peacock in my hair. Putting a peacock feather in my hair today. And I think the feather is like specific to that bird. It's almost like show off a little bit. Show off a little bit, even though there's someone in your life that's like not into that. They're not into you showing off. They need you to be burnt out. They need you, because if you're not, okay, so now I see them, yeah, so they're worried that when you leave, they have to do all the things you're doing, and they don't want to be burnt out. Or they probably already are burnt out, but they somehow, so this must, I'm really seeing a manager or like a boss. They're gonna have to take on the load and you feel bad about it. Don't feel bad. I'm sorry. I don't know who this person is, but it's not your problem. Like, we are truly supposed to work together and be in teams, and people count on us to show up every day. But at the same time, when the boat arrives, my friend, it's time to get on it. Money or property through windfall, inheritance, winning, or windfall. Yeah, ish. You're sailing away. You're going somewhere else. Older woman, dealing with older woman. So think about a person in your life, the first one that came to your mind, and assess, is this the person that's holding you back? Is this the person you're going towards? There's something about a woman, older woman. Tell me about this older woman. Nope. Ha. Sorry. Spear. Heartache over what you no longer have. Okay. This could mean so many things. Grief. Older woman. No longer have a boat, a feather, a ladder, movement, direction. So this is a time, this is a moment for you to think about yourself first. There is guidance in the spirit world that you've received, and you don't really want to accept it. So in some way, you're turning it off so you can focus on your work, but it's nudging. It's nudging at you, and you can wait forever. You can stop right now. You can wait a week. I actually think there's something about this week for you, whatever that is for you this week. There's something about the week and the new beginning. So you could have got a job offer and you're scared to leave a job and start the new job. This would be a sign to do so. This would be like a positive omen. These new beginnings here, this is going to be more fulfilling. This is going to build a better foundation with better coworkers. I'm also seeing the environment you're in. You're almost like this character, this larger character. with these smaller characters around, their lights even a lot, they're black and white. It's like you're the star of the show. So when you leave, you're gonna have some haters or some people talking about you when you leave or whatever. Like, oh, they think they're better, or someone's gonna say stuff about you when you leave. Say what you gotta say. You know what I mean? Let them talk. People talk. Who cares what people say? Like, right? We gotta get into the better habit of not giving a because there's a present. Look, two things. There's a present ahead. There's a gift. There's a gift waiting for you on the other side of this. And this is also like representing the present moment, the gift of right now, what it would be like to be in that future that you want. A lot of people deeply in their logic want to hate on irrational things. Things like tarot or impulse, spontaneity, emotions, passion. Not everything is logic. Logic is 50% of everything. So in some way here, yes, use your brain. Be smart. Build the boat before you try to sail off in it, right? But at the same time, don't let it hold you back. Don't let the fear of sailing off into the future make you think you have to stay somewhere for another cycle. That's also, see? Because you're going to be a slave and you're going to remember. You're going to say, I know that I was going to get out of this. I told myself I wasn't going to slave away at this career another year, another 10 years. I am now brave enough to not be a slave to anyone else's wishes and desires and patterns and beliefs. This is my life. You got 100 years at most to live. How many of your years should go to another person or to an organization or something that you don't feel passionate about? You have every right, and this was upside down, you have every right to follow what you're feeling. You're feeling something. It's terrifying. It's terrifying to you, but your inner child's like, hell yeah, let's go. Take me on a trip in my favorite rocket ship, going through the little Einsteins. Your little child. If you have a little child, they want you to do this. They just don't know. This has been an injustice. Well, I'm gonna keep it shallow. Actually, I'm gonna start in the shallows. We're gonna walk on the beach to the ocean, and then we're gonna dive in deep. This injustice is unfair, and you want to say you don't like it. You don't like being treated this way because it's unfair. The more you say that, the more you feed into the belief that life is fair, because it's not. Life is not fair. That's not what life is. Life is opportunity and a journey of surviving and leisure and fulfillment, and to somehow create a future, right? Slave and injustice together really truly represent the evil that has us, what's he say? Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop other times. How long will they steal our profits while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. You've got to fulfill the books. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? Because you ain't nobody's slave. And unfortunately, many of us have fallen victim to the entities that pull the strings that produce such a greedy and evil society, that in order to survive, we agree to be a part of this, which is why your inner child is upset, which is why you feel this burnout. You're like, why would I agree to this? It's because you wanted to fit in. You wanted to be accepted. You didn't want to be judged. You wanted to be a part of it. And now you're like, fuck all this. You're like, no, I don't want to be a part of this, what's it called? Institution or whatever you're attached to. You're attached to something. Look, another, we got the bridge, because you're a bridge, a ladder, a boat. You're moving. You got to get out of it for happiness and fulfillment. You don't got to do anything. Oh, yeah, we're gonna do this one. Because this is certainly money, career, foundation. So let's see. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Sweet success. It's bittersweet. It is not difficult to get everything you want and enjoy it. Get what you want. What you want, not what you have, not what you need. Because you don't, look, we all get what we need. I think most of us, no, we don't. Let me just shut up. But oh, that's such a cool card. These mountains, I think you want to live near mountains, or you want to experience mountains more. There's mountains, make mountains out of molehills. I was hearing something. Yeah, you have a journey you haven't discovered yet. Get pumped up off the excitement here of what's possible. Like, I think you need to expand your awareness on what is possible for you. Home-based. Home is the harbor of the soul. It is the safest place you can be. Change your environment. Change your environment. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have a... Sometimes we should hold steady, and sometimes we should strive for that thing. But new environment, ace, number one, ace, ringing in my right ear, a slave, vacation. See what I'm saying? I got vacation and perfect fit. Start a perfect vacation and enjoy the freedom. How perfect and perfect. Finding the right path, the fit with the soul, the ideal job. Okay. I'm seeing somebody who wants to move to the mountains or find work where they can be near mountains or something like that. Like, you really enjoy, you're someone who works hard. You wake up every day, you do your work. You've been doing this a while. And I don't even know if anyone around you is aware how much you want to go live by the mountains or whatever. It's not gonna be mountains for everybody, but there are some strong mountains standing out here. There's obviously a palm tree for those like me, beach people. Maybe you wanna live by the beach, but you are seeing success if you move there, if you can tolerate. So maybe you're even wanting to go to your boss and be like, look, I work hard, I do my job, I want remote work, I want you to pay me to work from home so I can be home based, but my home is about to be near the mountains and I don't want to check in for work anymore. I'm more concerned about my health. And if you want me to show up, and that's that Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, ain't nobody, to embody this energy, it's like feeling like you're the queen or the king of the world, but you're not. But you feel like you are, because you are in your mind. So you exude, this is like Beyonce. Beyonce in her mind, she's queen of the world. She's Beyonce. But obviously, you know, she's just Beyonce. So it's like, really embody that, like your value, your worth, what you are, so you can get what you want. What you want wants you too. I almost feel like you want to stay at the same job, but you want to be paid more, or you want to be paid to not be present. You're like, you know goddamn well I've been showing up to this job for 10 years. I'm going to show up, going to do my job. I'm good at my job. But I'm not showing up to this cubicle, look, this mess of stuff everywhere. You really don't like it. You feel like a slave. You feel like you're picking up after other people and doing other people's work. So now you're like, y'all can do this stuff and I can go do my stuff over there. I like that. I like that. I like that. Number 13, which is also number 4, which is foundation, stability. 4, we got that right there as well. 13, that could also be luck. I want both of these. Venus and Sagittarius, come on. Sagittarius, the philosopher, the traveler, overseas, like this is the energy of a fiery, spontaneous person who acts and moves in accordance to their heart. They're someone that is envied because they are so passionate and they go after what it is they want selfishly. Healthy though, a healthy selfishness. And Venus is all about your environment and what you love, being surrounded by things that you love, beautiful things that you find to be beautiful, the mountains, the things that you enjoy. So you're really finding this passion inside of you, this urge to take a leap of faith on yourself, walk into work and be like, yo, I'm done. Actually, I see you walking, I quit. And they're like, no, we can't have you quit. And you're like, well, then pay me over there. That's kind of how I'm seeing this energy. So I think you should do it. I think you should believe in yourself, and I think you should follow the guidance of your heart, not of me, not of anyone else, but your heart that's calling you in this new direction. And animal. What animal do we want to end with here? Do we have any animals? I love animals. Meaning, oh, we have the fox. The little tricky fox. Tricky, tricky little fox. Okay, just a fox today? All right. Yeah, because I want you to be sly like the fox. Because the fox, it's a few different meanings. So for this journey, let it guide you. Be a little sneaky. Be a little sneaky, like a snake. Look at the eyeball with the snake. Interesting. So I saw someone get a job offer as well just now. Like, congratulations, you got the job, or we'd love to set up an interview. This is also represents the Ouroboros, okay, we'll read it. Foundation, beaver, build it. Look at them trees. Build it. I want to see you build it. Go on a road trip and show it. I don't know how I'm trying to say. something about building it and going towards what you're building unapologetically. Healing emotional wounds and expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease, and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment, and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our life, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures, right? Because that's what I'm saying. You was worried about judgment. Like, you have support, whether it's heavily metaphysical and in the spirit world, or in your imagination, or in your own self. That's okay. Like, really, you're the main character. Don't forget it. Don't forget that there's 8 billion souls on this planet, but you're the main character of your play. So if you want to see your story unfold emotionally fulfilling and literally like a river, let the river run. Come on, stop. Just follow it. Just follow the river, okay? That's all I gotta say. Thank you so much. Bye.